Welcome back to the Dean's List. I'm your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters. Last year, the Dean's List received a grant that allowed us to get a lot of new books for our school library. When all was said and done, we added 195 new books for students and teachers to enjoy. Wow. Well, I have some exciting news. We've once again received a grant from the Washington Education Association and the Central Valley Education Association. That means we will continue to add new books to our library and we'll feature them right here on the Dean's List. Today I'm going to tell you about 3 new books in our library. I'll be reading you a blurb about each of them. The first book is called Let the Children March, and it's by Monica Clark Robinson and illustrated by Frank Morrison. In the first week of May 1963, African American families gathered all around Birmingham, Alabama to hear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speak. The people had come to plan, to organize, to mobilize, and to rally against the discriminatory Jim Crow laws that kept black people separate from white people. That week, thousands of children and teens volunteered to march for their civil rights in the place of their parents who were fearful of losing their jobs. Facing fear and hate, the courage and resilience of the children who marched in these protests changed the world in ways more monumental than they could have ever imagined. If you enjoy learning about history, then this is a great book for you. The next book is called The Polio Pioneer, Dr. Jonas Salk and the Polio Vaccine, and it's written by Linda Elovitz Marshall and illustrated by Lisa Anchin. When Dr. Jonas Salk was a little boy, he saw many wounded soldiers returning from World War I. A child of immigrants, Jonas understood the value of hard work and went to medical school to become a doctor and researcher. More than anything, he wanted to help people. A crippling disease, polio, was ravaging the United States, creating fear in big cities and small towns. Determined to eliminate the dreaded disease, Dr. Jonas Salk and his team of medical researchers set to work. This compelling picture book biography sheds light on Dr. Salk's groundbreaking journey and the importance of vaccination. This is an excellent book for students who love science. The last book is called Unstoppable: How Jim Thorpe and the Carlisle Indian School football team defeated Army, and it was written by Art Coulson and illustrated by Nick Hardcastle. In the autumn of 1912, the football team from Carlisle Indian Industrial School took the field at the U.S. Military Academy, home to the bigger, stronger, and better equipped West Point cadets. Sports writers billed the game as a sort of rematch, pitting against each other the descendants of U.S. soldiers and American Indians who fought on the battlefield only 20 years earlier. But for lightning fast Jim Thorpe and the other Carlisle players, that day's game was about skill, strategy, and determination. Known for unusual formations and innovative plays, the Carlisle squad was out to prove just one thing: that it was the best football team in all the land. If you like sports, I know you're going to enjoy this book. If you're interested in any of these books, head on down to the Ponderosa Library and check them out. Thanks again to the WEA and CVEA for helping us to fill our library with amazing literature. I'm so excited to start a new year reading and learning with you. Thanks again for joining me today. I've been your host, your Dean of Students, and your very best friend, Mr. Walters, and I'll see you next time on The Dean's List.